Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We're back over here at the off-grid cabin. Guys, off-grid cabins, even though we have it, we still need something to power equipment with. We need something to power lights with, something to charge a cell phone, something to operate a laptop with. We're all about solar over here. Our dream is to find a complete solar system that will run the whole cabin. But right now, we're looking at small products that will get us by and operate the things that we need to operate. To start off with, when we're over here, our cell phones go dead all the time because we live in an area where there's very little signal, and we have to be constantly going back charging our cell phones because they're constantly roaming. Well, we don't have to do that anymore. We found a company who has a little solar panel. It's called PWPam. It is a 5-volt 12-watt solar panel that charges cell phones. Now this thing is a jam-up little system. Guys, it's scratch resistant, waterproof. It's all these things together. It's very lightweight, very compact. I really like it. It doesn't weigh much at all. Easy to carry around with you. It's mainly for Type C stuff. In the back right here, you can plug a USB 1 port into the back of it and operate something off of it. Now, it doesn't have a battery system with it. It doesn't stay charged. It only works when you have it open and have something plugged into it and the sun is shining on it. But it has the Type C plug in here in the back, USB 1 and USB 2 ports in the back of it right here. I don't know how easy that is to see, but it's, guys, this stuff like this is very valuable when you're off-grid and you're trying your best to keep things charged without electricity. Now, another thing about this, it comes with 2 little hooks here. You can hang it up by its top right here if you need to hang it on something. That's not a problem. Plus, it comes in its own little handy carrying bag. Now, the carrying bag is what I really like about it, because even though this thing is dust-free, dust doesn't bother it, it's waterproof, all these kind of things. Now, you don't want to just take it out and submerge it in water. But it is classified as being waterproof. It's scratch-resistant, so you don't have to be that easy with it. In an off-grid situation, it's really a nice product. Now, it's called a PWPam. If you're interested in it, 5-volt, 21-watt solar panel. And guys, that's not all we have here. Since we've decided to work on the off-grid and build the off-grid cabin, we're YouTubers. Well, when you're YouTubers, you've got to have a way to not only keep a cell phone charged, but you've got to have a way to operate your computers and stuff like that over here, and we don't have any electricity. So what we do have is we have a 100-watt generator that does some kind of good, but it runs out of power pretty quick when you're using it up. But now, thanks to one of our subscribers, we now have the Rockpal. This is a 300-watt generator made by Rockpal. This thing, guys, I have fallen in love with it. Now, on the front of it here, it has buttons on it. You can turn the light on right there. You see that light? It's got one over here you can turn it on in case you have to operate in the dark. You can do that. Or if you need to be able to see, you can use it like a light when you're moving around with it, if you're camping or whatever you're doing. But we're using it for an off-grid situation here at our cabin. It has a 12-volt DC plug that goes into a cigarette lighter, but it's a 12-volt plug. You can plug into that and run anything. It has a 12-volt plug like a cigarette lighter on it. It has 12-volt jacks down the front of it here. You can run 3 different 12-volt jacks. It has 2 USB 1 ports. It has 2 USB 2 ports on it. Plus, you have a 110 AC outlet on it here. And each one of these is controlled by a button up above it, which makes it very versatile and it's easy to use. Now, in the near future, I'm going to be showing you how we're going to set this thing up to run our cabin. Because thanks to one of our subscribers who has, out of their generosity, sit down and taken the time to explain to us the different methods that you can hook up 12 volt with, even though I'm an electrician and I do AC, DC is just not something I've really focused on a lot over the years. But now that we're off grid, we've learned that DC uses a lot less electricity and it is more efficient with LEDs and stuff like that that's come on the market now, guys. We are learning that, hey, that DC is the way to go. So this subscriber has showed us a multiple array of ways to get my mind to working as far as how to hook our cabin up with a lot of DC stuff. They've sent a lot of links to products, and they've sent stuff like that to us, hand-drawn drawings about how to hook up things, a lot of information about just how to use it and how to operate it. We're very appreciative of that because that has really been a blessing to us here in our off-grid cabin. Now that we have the Rockpal 300 watt, it itself can be charged by solar or 110 AC, either one. And that's the good thing about this. When we go back to our regular house, we can just plug it into the wall outlet and it charges it back up. But if we're not out there and we're at the cabin and it starts running low, guess what we got, guys? We can take this thing out here. Rockpal makes a solar panel kit that goes with it. Now this is a 100 watt solar panel kit, and it comes in a nice carrying case. This thing is fine, guys. I'm telling you, I was really impressed with this here. What I like about it is its own unit. It comes, and guys, look, we're not doing this for a company. This is not a review. We bought this, okay? Look at this. This is some kind of nice. Look at that. Look how big it is. You can actually set it up out there on the ground like this, and that thing, I mean, it goes to work immediately, working for you. Charging up the 300 watt Rockpal generator. Now, not only is it this way, but let me show you something else. There's also a pack on the back side of it here. On the back side of it here is where all the cable harnesses come out of it. Now there's a box here of components, but also there's this cable that comes out of the back of it. Now this cable has an end on it that can be switched over to plug into the back of this generator. It can plug into an array of different products and charge them. Not only that, in the back of the Rockpal generator here is a set of USB ports in the back of it here. You can actually plug your computer up and recharge your computer here. You can plug up a cell phone or anything else. It will plug it all up. And just like the small solar panel that I had here, it has the new technology in it so that you cannot overcharge something. The small one has that, the PWPam has that, and the Rockpal has that. They both have the smart technology in them so that you don't have to worry about overcharging something. When something gets completely charged, it automatically quits charging it. Is with this pouch that's on the back of it here that can be zipped up, you can plug your phones in back here on the USB ports in this, and you can zip this thing up and open it up, and your phones are not out in the sun. They're not out in the dirt or dust or anything like that. They're enclosed in this pouch here on the back, which leaves them very safe. They're not exposed to the hot sun. And with this come a whole host. I'm not going to take everything out of here because it's the devil to get it back in here. But there's all kinds of cords and plug-ins in this thing here to fit just about any type of product that you can plug into to be charged. That's another thing that we liked about it. Guys, this is something that we are learning as we're working in our off-grid cabin over here. Is we're trying to figure out as much as we can about solar. I think that solar is going to be the way of the future. I think it's one of the ways that we need to begin to start looking into as far as being sustainable as a people. Now, if you're off-grid, or if you're thinking about going off-grid, if you're thinking about going camping, if you're thinking about traveling in a travel trailer, and you're worried about having things charged, guys, get the 100-watt solar panel, the 300-watt generator, or Get the 21 watt solar panel down here, 5 volt to charge your cell phones and stuff with. All of them are great products. Rockpal and PWPam are great solar panel kits to have for off-grid things like staying in an off-grid cabin, going camping, and stuff like that. They're not overly priced. They're not that expensive. The small one's not that expensive. This generator's not really that expensive, and the solar panel's not that expensive compared to other technology. Let me say that. I think for the 300 watt one here we bought and the 100 watt solar panel, it's under $500. So for the technology and what you're getting in it, and guys, stay with us here at the off-grid cabin, because we're at a point right now where I'm waiting on some more products to come in. And when these products come in, I'm going to do my best to show you how to hook up this 300 watt generator to run this whole off-grid cabin and make it efficient. We're going to be able to light the porches, I'm hoping. We're going to be able to cook with it. I'm hoping we're able to maybe make some coffee with it, things like that in the future. We're trying to show you how to light the house up with it, different things like that. Charge the cell phone, charge your computers, all these things. I'm trying to design a system using just this right now to run the candy corn cabin. So guys, stick with us, because we're going to continually be looking for solar powered stuff. Now, this isn't the big system that we're eventually wanting to get, but we are actively working in that direction. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed a little bit about the Rockpal and the PWPam solar panels and generators here, and I hope that it will help you out if you're trying to go off grid. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.